Hi guys, BlazeThrough Gaming here, and welcome back to another Destiny 2 live stream. In this video, we're going to kind of have a quick look at the development roadmap that was released back in, well, updated back in February, and kind of have a chat about like what's kind of going on, because even I've started slacking off, not playing as much or doing live streams. I might have been playing in the background without any live streams. I'm at a point it's very hard to try and come up with or make content as quickly when it comes down to this. And obviously, once you've done everything and you've got to a certain point in the game, once you get to a certain point in the game, it's like, well, what else do I do? I mean, I'm not chasing any loot, I'm not chasing any armor. I've got this, I've said it before, I've said it in the past, I said my armor is still the same armor from like week 3 of playing this. Once I'm maxed out. I mean, it didn't take me to week 3 to max out, but to find what I liked, it didn't take me too long. So, kind of, this isn't going to be a rant about dungeons, it's going to be kind of my thoughts, my kind of what needs to, well, not needs, but what I would like to see come back into the game. But, you know, first we're going to talk about, you know, when looking at the development roadmap, when I think people would come back into the game. Because there isn't I'm taking basis of a lot of my mates that play this game. Reason I'm doing Crucible at the same time is a bit minus. I can just get on with it, and it's not going to affect much about what's going on in the background, because I'm not really reading off a script and not anything like that. I'm just talking like a monk and shooting really badly.
We have the lead, but the match isn't over.
But like I was saying though, it's I'm in a state where I'm going to base this all on when I believe my friends are going to come back into the game. Because I'm out of my lot of friends, I'm the only one still playing. A lot of them otherwise, they're all transitions. Either they're not playing anything and they're just waiting for all of us to decide when we want to come up with a new game to play together. And currently there isn't anything out there that I'm bothered about going to play. I'm still playing Destiny, just out there currently that intrigues me enough to want to jump ship just yet. So yeah, I mean, before we get into things, we will look at the roadmap in a minute and take it from there, because
Zone A lost.
right, as we've got a minute, let's pop up the roadmap. Let's have a quick look at what's going on. When do I think people will probably start jumping back into the game? Take it in mind, we have still not got any further sorry, just wanting to hunt down that last little. Okay, that's bad. It's bad for me. Right, okay, I've got the roadmap in front of you now, right? I've got it up as well. So obviously we've had the 1.1.2 update, which is obviously was the Curse for Osiris side. Oh no, it wasn't actually. No, that was not. I'm really not. That's where they fixed a load of issues and brought in Armor Masterworks. Was that enough to bring people back? No, it wasn't. Masterwork Armor is great and all for adding that bonus of 5% every time you upgrade an armor when you're in your super. Wow, I'm just hitting nothing. What's that all about? Okay, so obviously we had all the raid layer buffs.
5 minutes. Could go your way. Could go there.
Oh, okay. Obviously, so we've it wasn't 1.2 wasn't, and just drop off the extra one on the front, it wasn't what people would expect. Like, you know, it wasn't enough to bring people back in. There was a lot of fixes, a lot of tuning. Great, okay, yeah, it's made the game better.
Zone A lost. You captured Zone C. You have zone advantage.
I wasn't anywhere near that, but okay. And then we got 1.3. Oh, connecting to servers. Great. Okay. What's on mine?
C lost. Zone A captured. You have advantage.
So 1.3 obviously is the one we've just had at the end of Feb. Just gone. Obviously introduced. Which introduced the Nightfall scoring system, which I haven't really got into much into. Trying to do it solo, but I couldn't get past the first stage at the point that I don't think I was giving it 100% at the time. I'm going to cower in the corner for a little bit while we get through this bit, otherwise I'm not going to get through this. Problem with 1.3, the changes that they brought in was we had a lot of the emblem, so destination emblem variances, crucible emblem variances, Nightfall emblem variances, fire team members on destination map. Great, that's some useful, but yeah, again, that's a change to the physical game rather than update as such. And then PC players got the public chat, and then mod and shader. Okay, I don't think the mods and shaders were actually introduced into that, but that's what they're saying on the roadmap. Okay. Prestige Nightfall Challenge cards, version 1. Okay. Obviously, you've got to complete the Nightfall first to get the challenge cards, which is not a tremendous, like, you know, it's not a big issue as such. Let's move over to point. So the next one, is the next one going to be enough? Is the next update 1.4 going to be enough? I mean, they've titled that one Sandbox and Crucible, so there's been a lot of sandbox changes to this, and it's very heavy Crucible as well. So first of all, we've got weapon ability sandbox changes. Right, abilities, great. So it means we're going to have the animations a lot quicker into supers. I mean, weapon tuning as well, but I don't see how. I mean, on weapons, I'm a big advocate for. I'm a big advocate for bringing random rolls back. And I'll go into what I want to see back into the game and what I want to see come into the game. So, you know, I don't know if the weapon, weapon tuning is going to make much of a difference. And granted, it will in certain spaces because obviously everyone uses Uriel's gift, which is very powerful. I mean, look, you can't see, but I've got Uriel's gift encrypted at the moment. And it's very strong. It's very good. People use it. Perhaps try to get back into the game a little bit here as well. I've got the road and I've got the destination up on the screen. There is a reason I will fire through these really quickly now, just to get over the kind of destination sort of what's going on with the roadmap at the moment. So then we've got heroic strike modifiers. So that's going to be bringing in very other similar things like we had in the night. Well, modifiers. So I don't know if you've played Division and you had the Underground, their first expansion, we had a lot of modifiers there where you could change certain things, and that was really good. You know, you got more benefits and more perks, and you got better rewards from it all. Granted, but here we're in the loot pool in Destiny 2 currently is very, very dry. A lot of people have either got it all or is not interested in the loot that's left to get. So I can understand, I don't.
You've got 30 seconds.
The modifiers will make heroic strikes a lot more fun. I think they need to bring in the scoring system into heroic strikes that they have in Destiny 1. But again, that's something else we can talk about later on in the stream. Okay, Iron Banner 6v6. Right. Obviously, Iron Banner will kick off later on today. And this will be the very last 4v4 Iron Banner before we jump and make the shift over to Iron Banner 6v6, which I'm excited for. I'm a massive advocate. I love the idea of going over to getting 6v6 back in Crucible and making it a bit more chaotic. They're also changing or bringing back, should I say, weekly Crucible playlists. So rotating playlists that come through. That is going to be interesting. That's going to be good. That's good. It's going to be varied. But on that rotation, we're going to have the likes of Rumble. Rumble's coming to Destiny, and then also Mayhem, and then they're also going to bring in the doubles back into this as well. Doubles is going to come later on. I believe it's going to come around the same sort of time as Expansion 2. So far, the only title we know for it is kind of the Gods of Mars. I mean, I think that's the official name for it. Supposedly, I haven't heard it from Bungie yet. They're also going to do Crucible ammo and gameplay tuning. So that's back to the heavy. I call it heavy, but power ammo, where that drops, and if you die holding it, your ammo will, the heavy or power ammo will drop, and other players will be able to get that ammo. That'd be good. That's a nice little change. I like that. That could work. They also did have that in Destiny 1. And then obviously Crucible quitter penalties. Now that's going to be good because when I did play Crimson Doubles back in mid-Feb, the amount of times that you get into a game, it'd be two of you, and then also your second player would jump straight out. Made it a hell of a lot harder to play that game mode as a one player versus two people. But I was reluctant to jump out of that. Okay, and then they're going to move over to repetitive Crucible maps and strikes. So I always end up somehow always getting the Paramedium every time I jump into strikes. So I'll have the Paramedium, then I'll probably do, I don't know, Arms Dealer, and then the third one will be Paramedium again. Or I'll get Paramedium both times. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong, so don't shoot me. And then obviously the last three on 1.4, we have obviously exotics basically getting the new exotics, the same exotics over and over and over again. Reputation, that's the one. That is highlighted yellow, so that has the possibility of moving back if they can't get that in there quite quickly, but hopefully that's something they will do, because the amount of times I get the same thing over and over again is just ridiculous. And then we've got Nightfall Strike unique rewards. I know this was meant to come in 1.3, but obviously that was then moved back because the artists were working on new weapon systems and stuff like that. So we did get confirmation that it was going to be the rewards were going to be weapon based, which is good because we need a lot more weapons in the game. There isn't enough different variants of weapons in the game currently. And you know what, bringing unique strike rewards, that's going to be good. Might definitely bring more people back into playing Nightfall. So hopefully that can be good, and hopefully they have a large number of weapons going into this unique rewards. But obviously that's highlighted in yellow currently as well, so that can shift over as well. So I hopefully like to see it in the end of March, but I've got a funny feeling we'll most likely see it in May. The fact that they still got it in yellow. Vendor viewing. I'm not quite sure on that one. I don't know if that's what we're going to start getting reputation with them. Seasonal reputation with vendors, a bit like kind of like the Crucible ranking and as such, like we used to have in Destiny 1. You used to build up your reputation with certain vendors, and you'd have obviously a rank with them. That would be something nice to see. I know that's something that is in the pipeline, so I'm guessing that's what that is. But yeah, again, that's highlighted in yellow, so that could be pushed back quite easily. Right, so that kind of goes through all of the quick roadmap for March, and yeah, you know, oh shit, I didn't even see him on there. So, hi mate, if that's still you online, thank you very much for joining me. I didn't see I was on my other page. So obviously we're going to go over now to kind of what they're forecasting for the May sort of things. I know this is kind of generally boring. I've literally just got a roadmap shoved up in front of you. But hey, this is we'll get into more of what my thoughts on what needs to change and what I believe will ideally bring my friends back in, so I can have a little bit more enjoyment and I can produce better streams with a bit more banter and a bit more funny times. Anyway, so let's jump into 2.0, as I'm calling it. I can't bother with the whole long bit. Okay, so Eat with Worlds Prestige mode. find it a bit weird that they're bringing that in second expansion when each rewards was expansion 1's basically raid level up. Seasonal crucible ranking. Right, okay, that would be good. Seasonal ranking, meh. It's neither here or there. It's not enough for me to kind of bring everyone back. Private matches, I think that's going to be good. That means obviously other players who have a high friend count can end up doing that. That's very good. Virtual space. Oh, vault space increase. Virtual. What am I on about? Okay, so vault space increase. Yeah. Okay, we've been asking for vault. Well, the community has been asking for vault space increase since I can remember. And on that one, I don't think getting your hopes up too high, because obviously it's all down to the number of servers. I mean, if we had dedicated servers, then I think that might be a different map. I don't think we're going to have the increase as much as what people think we're going to have. So, yeah. Multiple emotes. Now, that one will be quite good. Obviously, that's going to use off your D-pad, and you'll be able to use, say, I don't know, 6 shooter, drop the mic, selfie, and whatever else one you want to use. And you can tune it to whichever keypad on your D-pad on your controller. And I think that's going to be, it's going to be good. Is it not? That's not something that's going to be like, right, okay, they've got that in the game. Let's come back. It's a nice little touch, nice feature. Okay, exotic masterworks in being released with the next expansion. Very good. I like that. Masterworks are good. Yet again, I don't think they pair up to random rolls. Like I said earlier, I would like to see random rolls come back. Doesn't mean I want to see Masterworks go. Keep Masterworks, but have maybe say, Masterworks has an extra perk or something like that, has another ability over the, I don't know, the random rolls that you would have on these weapons. Okay, seasonal vendor progression. Now, okay, this is what I was talking about earlier. So seasonal vendor progression is going to be very much a bit like the ranking system in ways. So you're going to basically rank up your vendor every season. So every season goes past, and you'll obviously rank up your vendors. Each vendor will have a progression bar, a bit like in Destiny 1. So yeah, that'll be interesting. Yeah, again, not to bring anyone back. Faction or rally improvements. God knows that needs to happen, but how are you going to make... I mean, I don't play faction rallies anymore because I'm bored. There is no interest for me to play it. I just play the game as I do any other week. I get extra tokens just to hand in and maybe get some more loot that I don't need. Okay, and something else in yellow, which is obviously the exotic weapons armor sandbox changes. Right. Okay, yeah, again, more sandbox tuning. Great, that's very good. But is it enough? I don't know if all that is going to be enough to come back. I think if you are a Crucible player, you will be able to jump back over and I think you'll enjoy March, end of March's update, because as a Crucible player, there's a lot there. There's a lot more coming into Crucible, especially with the likes of 6v6 coming back around, which they haven't put in the roadmap at all, which I think should be because they don't have a dedicated date for it, so we don't know when. Let's strike block that. I don't think we know when, you know, that 6v6 is going to be good. So far, we're in that roadmap. It only has confirmed 6v6 for Iron Banner, which will come in April. So the next Iron Banner, so the one that releases today, the 6th of March, we will have the last 4v4 Iron Banner, the same way as we've had it since launch of Destiny 2. Going forward on Iron Banner, we will have, obviously, going into more. It's gonna be good. I mean, it's still going to probably end up being quick play, and we will end up having a lot more chaos. It's going to be a lot faster, more player base, which is going to be nice. It's going to be good. It's going to be a good step to do it. But I think Bungie's doing it because it's going to develop. It's going to test their 6v6 in the world of Destiny 2. I know Destiny 2 is definitely going to get 6v6, but I think that's coming more around the May expansion 2 update. We're talking about expansion 2. We haven't had anything, confirmed solidly by Bungie as of yet. we're at the start of March. We're only a couple of months away now, and we haven't had a peep from Bungie on any upcoming snazzy bits from Bungie. It's basically stating what's going to be happening with
Enemy claimed Zone B.
no one kind of explaining what's going to what we can look forward to seeing. Nothing in the pipeline coming out this jet either. It's a bit of quick play there, good, I like that. So, I'm going to talk a little bit about what I think I would like to see come back, and then we can talk about what Bungie's plans are, you know, the news that we've had upcoming from all this. We're not going to get any, we're not really going to get very much. Actually, you know myself. And, alright, for me, I've said it a few times in the stream, random rolls. Bring back random rolls. Yes, it's going to make a lot of work for a lot of people, but with that said, random rolls on weapons are a lot better than having no random rolls at all. Yep, that makes two sense. So I'd like to see random rolls come back massively, both for armor and for. I want to see it come back for armor and for weapons. I mean, that's going to make a massive improvement to the game as well. I mean, it will give us a lot more things to grind for. You know, you'll be able to grind for that gold roll, Yu-Gi-Oh's gift, and just big bloody gold roll that it is. You know, I can't think of shit by the looks of it, but hey. But I'm kind of thinking, you know, it's a very frustrating time because I enjoy playing Destiny 2 with my mates. But the insides are very nuts. If I could get Rouge Wild, then I would have been happy, but anyway, come off the point of that, it's yeah, it's
only 5 minutes left.
You know, that will bring people grinding the game. It'll be a lot more fun. You know, the amount of times I know Destiny 1, my mates experience that I need to do that strike yet again because I really want to get that. I don't know, whatever weapon it was at the time that was on that strike. You know, not on that strike, but just on strikes in general, and I wanted to grind strike or grind that particular level over and over again because they wanted that particular weapon that was from a particular mission. You know, I don't really see that in this game. I mean, everyone's gone, right, okay, I need to do this. I mean, I still need to do my raid shotgun task because I haven't done it yet because I can't get on to do, you know, because it's arms dealer and it's, you know, prestige. You know, I don't have the fire team numbers to do it, so that sucks because that's a task that I can't do because I don't have the network of friends anymore because of all the jump shit. And then we'll come back if the game gets better. They'll come back. I don't believe 1.3 will bring the player base back. I mean, people with Crucible, they might jump in and go, get to what Crucible's like now and, you know, have a bit of fun, especially with like the return of Rumble, Mayhem, and stuff like that. People might entertain the idea of coming back. Oh well. Also, it's kind of like, who was it? My Name is Bite brought out a brilliant video a couple of months ago regarding the Grimoire and the lore. I like watching the lore things. I find the lore very interesting. And I don't feel like the lore is very much touched upon in Destiny 2. I know they say bringing more into the game, but it's not truly in the game. It's not exciting. You know, I can't. You know, okay, as annoying as it was going into Bungie.net to go and read about, you know, I don't know, the Taken King, you know, Proto or anything else like that. You know, it was you have to go and no, nicely done, 3 shots there. Yeah, bring them all back. So if anyone's played Mass Effect, which I'm sure a lot of people have, you know that they have the Codex. The Codex explains absolutely everything that goes on in the Mass Effect universe. Obviously, you've got to find it. You've got to find these little things, or hints of names, or hints of this, to do something. And you know, you have to pay the game to find these new bits of information. And why can't we have something like that? Have a tab in there next, I don't know, past clans. Well, this is what Byte basically laid out in his video. Kind of even designed a whole system and said, look, it can look like this, and this, and this, and you can do that, and once you scan the item you can do this, and have the replayability without actually having to go and find that object again within game. You know, bring the Grim mod back. You know, that was another good thing to have, because you ended up, again, you ended up hunting these things, but you had a little number. You know, a little number next to your name that said, this is how much Grimoire you've acquired in game in Destiny 1. People just collected it for the hell of it. You know, there was a lot more collectibles. Every collectible had a story, and you could go and find out what that story was. Or if you killed, I don't know, 500 Cabal, and you killed 500 Cabal, and you unlocked a story outlining what the Cabal were doing in Mars, in, I don't know, the Golden Age, or I don't know, something wrong.
30 seconds.
Motherfucker, stop dancing around. You know, them simple things. So I don't mean random rolls for armor and weapons. Really, gonna be good. Bring back the Grimoire, bring back a system that you can look at, bring it in the game that you essentially could bring it in a tab that's gonna be interesting. You know, that is gonna be something worth, you know, something worth playing. And I think it's just, there's not enough in this game at the moment. The weapons shortage isn't good. Armor, there's no perks on armor that I would recommend to anyone. I'm like, well, a lot of my armor is there because I like the look of it. You know, my armor is there because I like I look good in this. Not the point of this armor is going to be good because of this perk. This perk was going to be good with pulse rifles. This perk was going to be good with hand cannons. You know, there's none of that anymore. You're probably going to chat me and go, hang on, there is. Blah blah blah. And I'll be like, well, you say it, but there isn't really. And that's kind of, you know, some of the issues of what's kind of there. It's not. So at the end of it, it's kind of, my opinion is, I don't think the roadmap and perks are coming in as good as they are. And don't get me wrong, I'm liking the perks that are there, and I like the perks that are coming. I like what they're doing with it. But is it enough to bring people back before expansion 2? My honest answer, no. You'll see probably an influx of people come back to the Crucible when 1.4 next time, I have been BlazeThrough Gaming.